Driving in Europe 101. Title says we stole the car. Again. I'm assuming some Americans that are driving a stick shift that are stalling the car. This video is coming from FNA Life. Super excited to hop into this one. It's been a while since we've done a driving video, like strictly the differences in driving. And these are always fascinating to me because it's one of the most stark differences between Europe and America. Is just like the entire driving situation. So I'm excited. Without further ado, let's just get straight into this one.
I recently heard someone say that driving in Europe is totally different than driving in North America.
We have to pull over.
We're not professional drivers by any means. We're just a young family on a 40-day trip in Portugal.
Why do we get shit food in America? I don't understand.
And from our experience, if you want to maximize your time in Europe, you need to hit the roads.
Did you just stall?
So today we're sharing all of our tips, tricks, mishaps, and blunders so that you can have an amazing journey around Europe.
We're back at the airport because we are renting a car today. We took the city bus with everything that we have, so thank goodness we packed light. How was the check-in?
It was fine. The lady basically did it for me.
That's nice.
And I used my credit card. So the credit card that we have is basically the insurance that it holds the insurance if we like get in collision or something like that.
It has primary insurance.
Yes.
So make sure your credit card has primary, not secondary, because secondary insurance is not the same.
I mean, I know some credit cards have insurances on them. All right, I'm gonna have to be sure that I check out the insurances. I have credit cards, but I don't use them. I don't use credit cards. All right, let's keep going.
Maybe we missed the instructions, but it was actually very confusing getting from the check-in desk to the actual cars at the Lisbon airport. But we did eventually figure it out after asking a stranger for directions. And once we made it, getting the car was actually quite straightforward.
Hi. Do you smell soup?
Yeah, I do smell soup.
Very soupy. Chose Enterprise because it was available on Expedia. There was a little bit of a cheaper one, but when I looked at all the reviews for Europa Car, there were so many people claiming that they had issues with fake damage and things like that. So Enterprise had a little bit better reviews. Rental car companies all seem to have terrible reviews. I guess because people don't leave reviews when things are normal, they just leave reviews when things are bad. But we're definitely going to do a full sweep of this.
Yeah, one of the lessons I live life by is to never buy the cheapest thing of anything, especially when I'm trying to budget. Even if there is something that I want and there's a cheap version of it, I try and go for like the second cheapest just because everything always breaks. There's always something wrong.
Car before we get in and just check for any damage so we don't get charged for it on the back end.
The car looks good. It's beautiful. We'll see
What are we
it looks like on
driving?
the inside. So far, no damage on this side, but it could be some damage.
I have no idea
To
what this
negate
is.
future damage claims, make sure you take photos.
Is this that French car company? Oh gosh, what was it? What was the name of it? I don't know.
And videos of the outside of your vehicle before you drive away.
It looks nice.
When I was booking the rental, it was like, it only fits one suitcase. And I was like, kind of a trunk only fits one suitcase. This trunk. They're not lying. Oh, use your non-cookie hand.
You gotta put the
No,
seats
you're
down.
Well, I guess this is going in the back seat. The car seat was an extra cost. We had to pre-book it. It said it wasn't guaranteed, but no problem when we got here. I think it was a couple euro a day, which for us made sense because the cost of buying a travel one is hundreds of dollars. And
Yeah,
then you have to
it's
lug it
kinda
around for
pointless.
the whole trip. So this is just easier. Are you excited? Yeah. You got your own chair? What are you excited about? What language was that? Okay, baby, I'm gonna sit in my chair.
Adorable kid.
All right, I think we're ready to go.
I think we got it all.
We can't figure out how to turn the radio off.
Excuse me.
Are we driving?
Well, hopefully I don't distress.
Somebody tell me what type of car this is in the comments below, please.
Where am I going?
This
I don't even
way.
know what to. I guess I could take a screenshot of the logo and like upload it into Grok, but I don't know.
Which way is this way?
You know.
Am I
Great.
going back?
We're back at Alex's GPSing. Yeah, you just you gotta follow the flow of traffic.
You gotta try to help me just a
Just
little bit.
continue on this road. Why are you beeping? Why are we beeping?
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
Yeah, we got.
Is that what's
It's
happening?
not letting me drive any faster than this.
Because somebody doesn't have their seatbelt on. Okay, we have to pull over.
It thinks somebody's in that seat. It's just our bags.
Oh, because they got the bags on it. Oh.
That's terrible. Okay, you put on your seatbelt.
We're ready now.
That's crazy that there's something inside of the car that prevents you from going faster if not all the seatbelts are on. I have never heard of that before. We don't have that.
I really don't
We're
want to
almost
be
in
the
the
navigation.
breakdown. And now it's ready.
Okay, straight through the roundabout.
Yeah. Thanks, Everly. She's a big help.
Thank you, baby. Bit of a rough start, guys.
Not too rough.
It was so funny. She was like, go that way. I remember when my kids were younger, every time I would drive around with them, my daughter would always scream in the back seat, Dad, you're going the wrong way. Over and every time we got in the car, she would always tell me we're going the wrong way when we were going the right way.
Personally, driving gives me anxiety.
This would stress you out so bad.
This, I think, would stress my dad out really badly, which
The
growing
main
up
thing-
became like very stressful.
The main thing I need from you is to navigate me.
I'm trying. I was trying to get this to work and then we missed a turn. So I'm going to stick with my phone for now, which means I'm in charge.
This is
Crank
my
it.
nightmare when I'm driving a stick. Getting stuck going up a hill. I don't drive a stick that often, so having a manual car when we're going uphill, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna stall? Am I in the right
Probably.
spot to go?
Most European car rentals automatically give you a manual because most people in Europe drive manual. We just got notified that there is a speed camera.
I
This was
love
also
driving
a
a
big deal
manual
in the
car.
UK. They had before and after speed cameras, so they would track like your average distance. So even if you weren't speeding at the speed camera, if you got to the next camera too quickly, they would know that you were speeding through it. I wonder if the ticket was
What?
from the rental car company and then they would forward it to you.
Pretty much, yeah. Go on.
That's
No
crazy.
escaping it.
We're about to go through a toll area, like a pay station.
The rental car company gives you the kind of like an easy pass in New York that would let you get through all of the different tolls, and then they send you a bill at the end for all the tolls. So that'll be a fun surprise when we drop the car.
You know how many times I've gone through tolls and got sent a bill? Always in Georgia. Always happens in Georgia. I got one in Florida recently. Sucks. Honestly, quick story. We were coming out of Disneyland and my directions were telling me to go one way. So got on the highway and then all of a sudden I'm on a toll road. I'm like, I didn't want to go on here. Now I have to pay.
I held my breath when I got the email about
There was,
the
like,
toll
no
charges,
signage or
expecting
anything.
it to be huge because we drove a ton over the 30 days. It was only 16 euro.
At least it's the right side
Wait,
of the road.
what?
My
Was
breath
it?
when I got the email about the toll charges, expecting it to be
Oh, the toll
huge because we
charges.
drove a ton over the 30 days. It was only 16 euro.
At least it's the right
That's
side of the road.
so affordable.
Yeah, definitely helps.
Like, I feel like that's one less thing you have to think or worry about is it's driving on the same side as you would at home.
Especially because I don't understand any of the sides.
Perhaps we should have done a little research. Here's the research that we did after we got the car for you.
Portugal has over 250 different types of traffic sign. They've even got the oldest still standing traffic sign in the world dating back to 1686. It would be worth brushing up
These
on a
look
couple
so
of these
different.
before your trip because we were honestly confused sometimes.
I haven't gotten roasted as bad as I did when I took a driving test. What did I think I took a Netherlands driving test, possibly. Did I take an English one? I don't know. You might be able to find it back in my videos. You guys absolutely people got mad. People got mad at me. People sent me emails. Like chewing me out, cursing at me in emails. It was wild. I think it's hilarious though.
You have arrived. We're gonna go get lunch. We pulled off into a service area, so it's exciting to see what that's gonna be like here in Portugal.
Okay.
We've been to a lot of service areas in Canada, USA, and the UK. So let's test it out.
I need some caffeine. Especially if we're going to be on that big of a drive. So I'm going to want to get like
place
a
looks
Red
nice.
Bull or like a Monster. And also a coffee while we're here.
Okay, you just want a regular yogurt? Everything looks so fresh.
Yeah.
God. There's like a little granola yogurt bowl.
Oh,
You want
wow.
this yogurt?
Oh, they're like straight serving up a buffet here.
Around. I'm really impressed. Alex just made a big time switch. She's gonna get today's special fish, and normally she would go for a salad. So I'm impressed, babe.
Look how good it looks, though.
It does look really good.
So fresh.
That looks amazing.
Can I please have the ribs?
This is actually the best restaurant meal I've ever had.
Not only is it real food, but it's real cutlery too.
On a real plate.
On a real plate. And these are real potatoes that are absolutely delicious. You gotta try one of these.
Why do we get shit food in America? I don't understand.
Everybody's too fast there. Everybody just wants
Oh
to
my
go,
god,
go, go.
this is so good.
You know, these serve-
I know. I've been following some of the Europeans that are here for the World Cup, and there's this one guy that has been stopping and eating at just like all of our fast food restaurants, Waffle House, Wendy's, like all fast food. I'm like, please go eat something good. Why are you? I guess if you've never had stuff like that before, you probably want to try it out. But I'm like, you're gonna feel like shit in like a week.
So do I stall right in front of them?
Yes, be the cool guy who stalls. Would you rate that rest area out of 10?
10.
10 out of 10.
Not even.
Yeah,
like,
that looked really
there's
nice.
no way it's not a 10.
The food alone, they had tons of gift shopping stuff. They had a whole like regular gas station like chocolate bar area too.
Did you see the bathrooms?
Got a
too?
bottle of wine on the
bathrooms were
table.
playing like really mellow, like forest noises. That was great. And according to the guy who was sitting next to us, that every 15 kilometers, they have another kind of rest area. Maybe not all of them have a restaurant, but all of them have gas. So you don't have to worry about that at all.
Are we just staying in Portugal?
UK van life action.
Hey, Mr. Van Life right now?
A little bit. I'm excited to do it later in the trip, so you guys are gonna have to stay tuned because that's gonna be so much fun. If you've been following along our Portugal series, you're probably a little bit confused right now because
I love this. I want to rent one of these so bad. I drive a 4Runner, and I found like a little tent that goes on the top like this. It's a rack, and then it pops up, and then it actually opens up on the side, so you have some shade coverage. I really want to get it. It's expensive though, so probably not. But I've always wanted to rent like one of these. We call them like a sprinter van. I don't know if you guys call it that or not.
you've already seen us travel in the Siesta camper van. We decided to hold this driving video until the end of our trip because we wanted to make sure that we had a full 40-day experience driving on the roads before giving you any tips and advice. Having a bigger vehicle was definitely a little bit more challenging at times, but the trade-off for the space that you get in a camper van was so worth it.
Yeah.
But right now we're on our way to a house sit. We have 2 house sits booked, and this is how we're able to stay in Portugal for 40 days without having to pay for hotel rooms every night, because that would just get way too rich for our blood.
The coolest
Yeah,
part about
40
where
days
we're
for
going
hotel
right now,
rooms.
for the house they were going to, it's quite literally in the center of Portugal. So the geological center point of Portugal is where we're headed.
We ventured off the main road. The paving is very good. I'm directing us to an Aldi grocery store because I love Aldi in the States, and it's actually European.
Look at these trees.
They're very
Wow.
cool.
Skinny minis. I
Looks
wonder
like
if that's
Florida
the
trees.
the oak cork tree, and that's the reason why I have so much cork here in Portugal.
Maybe. First time going into reverse. Did you get it? Oh, no.
I think those were too thin to be the cork trees. I could be wrong, but we did a video on that. I remember what they looked like. I think they were a little thicker, a little more stubby.
It's going to be really tricky.
Yeah, well, I know it's a lift, which that's the trickiest part, is knowing if it's a lift or not, you know? So, like,
You going to go shopping?
guess how much this beer is?
I get a supermarket tour at the same time.
7 cents. Try it. Why not? You know, when in Portugal?
The other interesting thing is that the milk is all shelf stable.
Yep.
That's actually a really good value. We got cheese. Okay, let's go.
I'll grab it.
Lots of stuff, a couple treats, a couple
I just gotta know how many countries Aldi is in, because I didn't know that they were down in Portugal. Let's see here. In Europe, 15 countries, North America, the United States, Australia, and they're in China as well. Wow. Okay. Yeah, dang. All right.
Like, why not try it? Very heavy. Frank's just a strong guy. That's how that shows you.
It was funny when you're like, I can't lift it. And then I was just like, really?
How much was it? 42 euro.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's like 100 Canadian.
Is it? Everything's $100.
The thing
That's
is
like
this.
42 euro. That's like so cheap.
The thing is this, is that like the Canadian dollar is like pretty weak. So
How much is it in US?
Yeah, they're not
US,
doing
it's like
too
60.
hot right now.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I feel like we used to be able to go for a grocery shop in the US for $50 and be like,
I think Canada just entered a recession. I think I just saw in the news.
oh, we got so much stuff. Not so much lately. I'm very happy with that stuff. And the parking lot is fabulous. Do they purposely make the trunks small?
I think they're just small cars. Like, all the cars here are very small.
It's gonna be like Iron Brew.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was delicious. If it's anything like Iron Brew, I'm happy about it.
Like, we have cars like this, but not many people drive them.
This is day number 2 of driving in Europe for the first time. At first I was a bit nervous, but now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm starting to get the clutch down. One thing I was really worried about was like rolling backwards, but the cool thing about this car is it has a brake assist. So say you're stopped on a big hill, it holds your brake for you until you're ready to move. And then once you get that clutch going in first gear and you're moving forward, it unlocks that brake. It's a little bit of a weird feeling to start, but once you get the hang of it, it's a great feature. So that way you can't roll back into something, which is probably a lot of people's fear when they're driving a standard for the first time again in a while.
When we were leaving Lisbon, we were like, oh my gosh, fuel is so expensive here. I think it was working out to about $8 a gallon.
Woo!
And we were like, oh, heck no.
Yeah, but you probably get way better gas mileage.
But as we left the city and got further away from the metropolitan area, the price has significantly dropped.
So like this one here is fairly expensive still. It's just a little bit cheaper than what the actual city is.
Yeah, so it's $1.90. Whoa! It's $1.98 per liter here. So for context, in Canada, when it's $1.40 per liter, we're like, wow, that's super expensive. It's almost $2 a liter here.
Per gallon, it's at $2. It's basically like $8 a gallon.
Really? I thought it was cheaper out here.
Dang.
No.
I just filled up this morning, and I think it was $3.45. I almost never look at the price of gas because I have to put gas in anyway. I just see the total amount, and when I start creeping up to close to like $100, I know that gas is getting expensive. But yeah, I think it was like $3.40, probably like $3.49 today.
Not even close.
32 euros for a quarter tank of gas. Yeah. Also, a lot of the stations are full service. When you're paying so much for gas, they
that's
just
nice.
Automatically include the full service. At this roundabout here, which there are a lot of roundabouts, we're basically making a U-turn and coming back this way. Yeah. We're going to a miradora, which is a viewpoint, and this is probably the coolest one in the whole country. What's the weather?
All right.
The geological center point of Portugal.
Is this the exact point, or
That's
is that
pretty cool.
the exact point?
I think it's the big one. I mean, come on.
I would assume
if you
the
took
big
a map
one.
of Portugal and you folded it into quarters, this spot would be right in the middle. There is a little gifty shop, of course. Look at the beautiful view. The rich people would buy, what is, like a pastry?
This might be the lemon and an ice.
Do you want to try a rich people's doll?
I mean, I feel like we have to.
I'll try that.
Many years ago in the Sunday markets of Vila de Rei, they created bread dolls molded with the love for their children. The wealthier families, enchanted by this tradition, wanted something sweeter, richer. And so the rich dolls were born, made by the poor to be sold to the lords of the great houses. Today we taste these dolls, we savor not just a sweet treat, but a piece of the soul of Vila de Rei. Where do you eat it? Like, do you just bite the head off? And...
Yeah, I think so.
Just dig in.
Definitely nicer dipped.
I've improved it dramatically. I bet you that this view is actually spectacular when there's no fog.
The woman was saying that they're very busy in the summer months, but probably people know not to come up here when it's raining. Did you just stall?
Stalled it.
Of course, I had to stall on the literal last shot of this video.
I like
It's
this
so good,
car a
guys.
lot that they're
Driving around
driving.
in Europe is a lot of fun. Don't be nervous. I know I was, and I know it's going to be natural to be nervous, but you don't need to be.
All right, driving in Portugal. I thought maybe they're going to drive over all of Europe. It looks like they have another video where they're driving in the UK. At least I saw that. It said English roads. So maybe we'll check that one out. I really, really enjoyed that video. I feel like I got a bunch of little nuggets of information that I didn't really know before. And just, yeah, I don't know. I love doing this. I love learning all about Europe. So, all right, I'm getting out of here, you guys. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.